Wolves 1, Villa 1. That's the final score this afternoon. Lovely, yeah, Sunday afternoon in Wolverhampton. But it's a result that I think both teams will probably be satisfied with. I think the balance of the game, probably a draw was fair. But Wolves starting an unchanged team after the victory against Manchester City last week, which again we expected. Villa sort of matched that. They played a 5 at the back themselves as well today. So it did take a little while for Wolves to grow into the game. Villa had a lot of the ball. First 15-20 minutes, Wolves just sort of did what they needed to do, sat back, and it was almost very similar to Manchester City game, where Wolves are going to wait for that counter-attack, as that's what Wolves do. Super quick on the counter. Neto, Hwang, and obviously Cunha shooting down towards the south back end in the first half, which is unusual. And we didn't create huge amounts of opportunities, to be honest, but neither did Aston Villa. Momentum kept swinging throughout the first half. Few stoppages in play, but it wasn't really anything to write home about. But the second half sprung into life quite quickly. Hwang Hee-Chan once again scoring a goal, and what's that, 6 now in all comps for the season, matching last season's top goal scorer. Another assist for Pedro Neto, who worked phenomenally again down that right hand side for the goal. He obviously escapes. I think he beats Pau Torres, ball across the face of goal, and Hwang's there to slot it past Emi Martinez. But unfortunately, obviously Villa replied very, very quickly. We're having a little bit of fun in the South Bank with the Villa fans, and that's sort of, they caught us and got their equaliser quite quickly, which would have obviously been important for them. Totti doesn't quite deal with it properly on the left hand side, probably needs to try and get it away to out of danger, but Ollie Watkins is able to get the ball through, and it's at the back post where Nelson Semedo is sort of beating it. I think it was Pau Torres actually that sort of nods or gets that ball past Jose Sarr and gets Villa back level. But this is where, again, the momentum was swinging. Wolves had opportunities, Villa had opportunities. I think Villa overall will probably be disappointed with the late stages of the game when Wolves went down to 10 men, which we'll talk about. But Wolves made changes. Sasha Kalajdzic came on, and to be fair to him, he made a difference. I felt in the first half, Wolves were picking it up in nice enough areas, but Villa were sort of crowding the wide areas, making it very difficult for Wolves to create anything from there. And I thought with a bigger danger man in the box, a bit of height on a cross, and we may have created something or some more. But Sasha comes on and straight away, for me, plays 2 of the passes of the match. First one being, down that left-hand side. Phenomenal crossing for Neto, who's got to be doing better. He puts it over the bar from there. And then again, I think he releases Neto down the right-hand side as well with another great pass. And I think that's where he goes down, and there's a shout for a penalty, which obviously wasn't given in the end. But Villa, again, after Mario Lemina got sent off, which was for a second booking, I believe he would have been suspended anyway due to his yellow cards for next game after the international break, which would have been against Bournemouth. But obviously he gets sent off, which I think was soft by the referee. But Villa probably would have been disappointed that they didn't create more opportunities. The stoppage time, I think it was 11-12 minutes. Robert Jones, the referee, just loves to be centre of attention, doesn't he? He was frustrating again watching the man in the middle today. It's just so frustrating. And then the most frustrating thing about it was that he was about to blow his whistle after we'd had about 13 minutes, decided not to, and Villa whipped the ball in, and Ollie Watkins hits the post from the header. That would have been a real kick in between the legs if that had gone in, to be honest. But yeah, I think a draw would probably be the fair result, if I'm being completely honest. I think, Wolves are now picking up a little bit of momentum. Villa aren't a bad team. Emery's a fantastic manager. They're in Europe. And obviously picking up the 3 points against City last week. Wolves are about where they need to be right now. If we can build on it after the international break with more winnable games, kicking off at Bournemouth, under a lot of pressure at the moment, Gary O'Neill's old club as well. There's a little bit of a narrative there for Wolves to try and get something out of that game. But finish Wolves 1, Villa 1. Do let me know your thoughts, guys, on today's match. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all very, very soon.